Hello there, collective. Welcome to my channel, 5 Mirror Tarot. My name is Kim. This is this morning's Tarot Enhanced Channeled message. As usual, this is for entertainment purposes only. And the title? Oh boy. This is what we get to start with. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's the Two of Wands, the Star, and the King of Swords reversed. This is on a global, this is a collective consciousness reading, so it's the whole kit and caboodle. We, the good, fine people, the light workers on this side, well, we're in the same collective with the dark underbelly of the world, which we're going to be talking about, is what these three cards represent for the world. What's going to happen next from what went on in the past. See, the little world. World's had it. The world has had it. The whole world. I don't do politics and stuff, so I'm talking about like going back before biblical times or anything was established, spiritually. We didn't have any like that far back. These are energies that haven't been here since. They're saying, I'm going to say, a lot of people though are familiar with the pharaohs. The movie with Charlton Heston is Moses, that one, and Yul Brynner, that one. Okay, I'm going to say earlier than that, Coptic. The Coptic. Because this is what I feel I was picking up on is way, way past to past lives. And I picked up on a twin flame energy that hasn't been on the globe, the whole planet, since the Coptic time. That's one of our real origins of religion, is what they showed me. Now, see that light? Okay, the 8-8 Lionsgate, it on the 26th of July, it's already popped. It popped open, so we're in that energy already. But what's coming in? Do you see the light there? It's all orange. That's road opener. That's blockbuster. Now, this reading, this part that I'm showing you is, we just go on and do what we do on the earth. This is in another dimension. If we turned around to look and see, we couldn't see it. We might be able to sense it in drips and drops, but we're not supposed to. There's something going on in the rest of the universe, and it has to do with the planet, our planet, with the earth itself. But boy, I'm telling you, what a reading we've got going this morning. But it's what's going to save us while this is going on. It's like spiritual warfare. But this, I'm not talking about revelations now. Simmer down. No, it's not that. Not in our 3D world. This is in another dimension right now. We can... I've been watching through Tarotland, all through Tarotland, for quite a few days behind us, actually. They're all picking up on it. It's some kind of shift. I'm telling you, they showed me, because the fairies have been here forever. The fairies are coming together and saying that, like in here, I'll use Disney as an example. Hocus Pocus. The book would shoot light up into the air, right? Right? Well, it's the same thing with the fairies' connection. They're an element of air. It means they also can tap into, their magic expands into the universe itself. They tap into divine. It's all from the same source. It's what you do with it. And so the fairies have that. That's their power. They're still... Okay, whatever this energy is, though, it is God's plan. I know that. And it is a specific form of angels. That's what that light is. To wipe out how am I going to say this? Okay, if we're going to do it in biblical terms, he promised that he wasn't going to send water and a flood. Remember that, Noah's Ark? So it's kind of in that vein, in the vein of the pharaohs would be all the supernatural stuff that went around, you know, for Passover, how we got Passover. That was supernatural goings on. It's that same energy, and it wasn't needed to come in. This is just an example, and this is my opinion of what I picked up on this matter, so that the earth itself can be released. She's like some kind of, she has a soul. And some kind of soul contract came up for the earth, is what the fairies were telling me. The sylphs, the gnomes, the ondines, the fairies, all elements coming together and saying that they're tapping in and they're watching because they're multidimensional. We just get drips and drops, don't we? So they're telling me and a lot of people out in Tarot land, they're telling us what's going on in these dimensions. So, oh, this is great. This is called, the title's going to be No Mercy for the Wicked. What HELA price is paid by the world's evildoers. You're all protected, but your narcissists in the shith. They're in it now. And the universe is going to throw away the key. They should have been more careful than they were. These are all the greedy, toxic, all the a-holes. I told you the dark underbelly is about to get it. This is the spiritual warfare that's happening in the 5D that will eventually, the benefit of it, we're getting a new earth. This is energy-wise. She needs to heal, and it's as if we are conceited enough to think that God only made us, these would be construed, what they showed me, the closest thing I can come to, this is my opinion, would be galactic celestial beings. Got it? Galactic angels. You know what an earth angel is, earth angel. But a galactic angel taps into the divine directly because they are part of the rest of the universe, light years ahead of us. But we are still sacred as human beings, and this is our chance that, and the key here is what I teach you on my channel. All we have to do is keep moving forward and being each human being. Just give it up and just be who you are. Don't care what anyone thinks morally or on any level. You shine. You be who you are. All human beings are being judged on the whole globe at the same time. Just a judgment now. It's not the big one in Revelations. Got it? I am not going down as being a false prophet. Got it? I'm telling you what the fairy realm is sharing with me, what they're multidimensional, and said, hey, Kim, come over here and look at this. Well, it's a war between the other worldly shakers and movers. The powers that be would be your angels and ancestors working together. The otherworldly is the fairy, the seelie and the unseelie, because the unseelie is how it got to be this dark, like it was before the flood. See what I did there? He said he was never going to bring water down on us again. God in the Bible is represented. When he got his temple from Solomon, he was so happy he filled his cloud. Jesus is going to come in the air in a cloud. He's going to come in the air, right? This is in another dimension. So it's you know, it's part of God's plan, but it's not that one. It's the final book in the Bible, the Revelations one. Got it? Well, what's happening is the duality, I guess we could still call it, to simplify it, between good and evil. The fairies aren't on the side. The unseelie could be, because they're pretty misanthropic. They do not like those won't. But some in the unseelie are too, because I know the rules. Some of them will. They will, for whatever their reasons are, and you respect it. Or they will teach you a sore lesson. You respect the fairy realm, because they're working right alongside angels right now. These are galactic angels, other beings that are tied into the same Christ consciousness. It's all from the same source. And down on our planet, we still quibble if you're a Pentecost or a Baptist or a Catholic, or when that's how primitive we are, how primal we are. The whole rest of the universe is stepping in, because everything's related and connected. And it's the earth itself. She has called out. She's called out to, there's more than our solar system. It's vast. It's infinite, just like spirit is, the source is. So we are just, in order to pull this off, to help the earth. That's why I make these videos. I make a video a day myself. I'm helping the earth, because that's my calling. And you all know your calling too is to, as I keep telling you, go inward. Keep your heart open in the face of adversity, because they're going to throw everything but the kitchen sink at us, not just spiritually, just That's why we come here instead of watching the news, so you don't lower your vibration into fear. Screw that. You're not doing it. This is not your usual channeled message today. This is not going on in the collective consciousness. We're just, as I said, we're supposed to just focus on yourself and to becoming the best version of yourself every single day. That's all we have to do. We will raise our consciousness and we heal the earth, because she's sending out SOS for her sake. We live on the earth, and the universe is responding, because human beings have always taken advantage of the earth. And there's plenty of resources there. They shouldn't be doing what they're doing to Mother Earth. There is enough there for everyone. But it's these greedy ones that are in it. That's what I'm telling you. All of them are being exposed in their own skin. And you're going to be watching yours in your neck of the wood too, going through some things. It's happening in another dimension. The narcissists and bullies in our 3D, though, are getting their asses handed to them in the 5D, and they are not they're having dreams when they're asleep, when they're awake, if they can sleep. They're stressed. They're an ouch-cube bundle of nerves. They're getting a Brazilian bikini wax, and that's brutal. It's a harsh judgment in the 5D. So, and it's very quickly manifesting for them in the 3D. So you keep doing yourself, and that you be grateful that we're going to get to watch them all get there. Just not just like, politicians and crap and all that. Yeah. I'm talking about, and it's not vicious like gossip like they do. It's in your neck of the woods. These things and situations that mean something to you being cleared up. I'm sorry, it's so hot and humid here. I don't know what to do. Let's see now. And how are you doing? Rise and shine. How are you doing this morning, collective? Oh, I know. I wasn't... Look at all of this. I didn't have enough room to put all them cards down, but here we go. Now then, I'll say it again. My channel, we talk about grown-up things, so the children, you should really be 18. But this is for entertainment purposes, so you don't think that I've I've gone soft or got touched in the head or something. Okay, no, it's a wonderful download. My goodness. My goodness. Well, anyway, I digress. Part of my desire of doing this is to connect with you. And I know that you guys are out there, and I want to connect with you guys. But I'm happy with my 3 subscribers and my 1 viewer. Thank you. You make my day once I figure out that I got a viewer. I know that seems simple, but to me it means the world to me. Because I know I'm not alone in the 5D, neither are you. I see you there, but I sure feel alone sometimes in the 3-dimensional world that we live in. So I will continue to keep this space open, and I enjoy every time we get together and I get to do another reading with you, because I'm having the time of my life. I enjoy doing this, and I don't get donations for it. I just enjoy doing it. Well, I want to help you make sense of this curse that we call, that's the scourge of the earth that we call humans. I know. This one is Numbers. Okay, I don't want to step on that because I did. That one's going to be Chronicles. Okay, hold on. You're telling me I have to do this now. Okay, now, here we go. Here we go. Ooh. No? Okay. Was I using my ego? Okay. Okay, then I'll do this. Yeah, but I feel that. Okay. It's 2 Chronicles, chapter 35. What was I talking about? Moreover, Josiah kept a Passover unto the Lord of Jerusalem, and they unalived the Passover on the 14th day of the 1st month. I can't say that word. And he set the priests in their charges and encouraged them to the service of the house of the Lord. I'm telling you what's going on. This energy that we're picking up it's wild, it's intense, which is why it's being channeled. It's being given to me from the frequency of the fairy realm. All of them. All criteria and categories of fairies are chiming in because they're tapped into it. And when I tap into them, they're showing me what's going on. And I'm honored. So, and prepare yourselves for the houses of your fathers after your courses, according to the writing of David, king of Israel, and according to the writings of Solomon, his son. I can't make this up. David couldn't build the temple because David wasn't pure of heart anymore, but his son Solomon was. Solomon made the temple so that the Ark of the Covenant was brought out of, the time of the pharaohs, was brought out with Moses. It was in a tent, and this was a proper building. And God was so happy that the priests could not do their usual ablutions because God filled that new temple that Solomon built to honor and respect God and to have a home, a permanent home in a building for the Ark of the Covenant in that temple. So see, they're saying that this is part of God's plan, and I'm saying, as I said in the beginning, he said he wasn't going to let it rain water until it flooded the earth, literally. It's energy, baby. We are light workers on this channel. So you do need to be white lighting yourself. And when we're going to be going through ascensions from this point on, I'm telling you, those that are ascending, oh my goodness. And what was the other thing, Holy Spirit? This wave of energy, we've been feeling twin flame energy in Tarot Land. They're saying this is a wave of twin flames that were created so long ago. But this was a wave that originated from the time of Exodus in our human timeline. Got it? This time he said, I will never make it rain water literally and drown the earth and drown people and have to do another Noah's Ark. Said he wasn't going to do that. Had no reason to. We're not in the Old Testament, we're in the New Testament. Aren't we? Leave me a comment. I would love to hear what you think. It's God's plan. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Holy Spirit. The unseelie that are misanthropic, that means they do not like humans. Some of them were from the Seelie, the beneficial court, for example, and they fell from grace, so they don't like humans. Well, they would team up with these, dark entities that are on the earth. They would recruit sometimes human beings into becoming unseelie in order to grow in their rank. And that's what the fairies were sharing with me. As to, those are the people that are out walking around in the world that have the dull vacant, can't see beyond the eyes look. And some of these people, you love these people, but it's like they've been hollowed out spiritually, because those are the ones that I don't believe in anything. Well, there's something to be said to believe in something that balances you out. If you don't believe in anything, what do you do in life's little peaks and valleys? And little demonic attachments can get in, and these unseelie love nothing more like Puck. Shakespeare got it right. Not all of them, mind you, are this way. The wee folk are respected. But what they are showing me, it's as long as our part is to be your most authentic self. Be who you are. You shine, you tell your truth, you live your truth, you honor yourself, you do your self-love practices. Everyone does that. Then the petition, the earth herself has cried out to the rest of the universe. She needs help. We're not helping. We're not helping her. And she's reaching some crisis points that they're going to have to come in. They're going to have to come in through the infinite dimensions. And what they are doing spiritually, it all comes from the same source that we believe in. It's that Christ consciousness that I tell you, you're welcome. And welcome to my channel if you've never been here before. If you like the energy on my channel, you really should subscribe. Share my videos. Get your friends to subscribe and you join in, so that we don't feed into that low vibrational. That lowers your vibration. You're not shining. Take 20 minutes out of your day to scroll that crud, and you start feeling yourself becoming ungrounded. Don't do it. Come in here. You come watch my videos. Now then, this one is Numbers 11:17. Soul Tribe vibe is alleviation, ease of minds, deliverance through a removal of pain. Because we're getting ready for the Lionsgate portal. I will come down and talk with thee there, and I will put upon them, and they shall bear the burden of the people with thee, that thou bear it not thyself alone. Stress being relieved, anxiety for any reason, like over money or food. You're not in lack. Don't feed into that fear. That's why you don't turn on the TV. You carry that vibe today to help those in need. This means that you need to believe more in yourself is how we're going to get through this. It's not in our 3-dimension. They were very clear. The fairy realm was very clear with me on that point. It's going on in another dimension, though, over our heads. It's the only way I can describe to you what I saw in my meditation. We played the flute for you and you did not dance. We sang the funeral dirge, you did not mourn. Now then, narcissist drops the subtle passive-aggressive hints. See, this is them about to get it from the universe in ways that, pale in comparison to what we've seen happen before. Oh, this is going to be get the popcorn out. And we will feel so much better in our own skins when we get to the crescendo. It's going to come to a climax. The narcissist drops subtle passive-aggressive hints how you have done something wrong, du jour, or that you forgot something important, or that you flat out intentionally hurt their feelings, trying to make you feel insecure and guilt and shame you for no reason. The universe is trying to tell you something. It concerns, love. It concerns money, your livelihood, your career. That's what we're supposed to be doing while all this is going on. But we benefit as long as you do that. If you're being like they are being, some of this stuff's going to go after you. So it's going to make us all check ourselves. We're all under a judgment. Yeah. Right here. We're all under a judgment as a globe. That is the universe's galactic angels coming in, and see the earth? See the clouds? See what I'm talking about here? That's the judgment card. This is my deck. I made this deck of cards. I've been using it since 1988. Now this part's about the coveters. After Exodus, what did I tell you? They start being whiny to Moses, and Moses was told, and say to the people, consecrate yourselves for tomorrow. What did I just say? Consecrate yourselves. Go inward every day and really do the work on yourself and really unconditionally, shamelessly love yourself from your heart space and not your ego, because that's what they do. They can't love themselves from their heart space. Those who can't are going to be, it's a catharsis, it's a catalyst. It will purify them. It's to grow their souls. It's the only reason they don't like this part, narcissists and bullies. The only reason we're on this earth is to grow your soul. That's it. They don't like that part. We're light workers. We're like, okay. That's the deal. Okay. We'll do it. Because you have cried out for help to the Lord, saying in a whiny voice, that's them. Who will feed us meat? For we were better off in Egypt. They were kvetching because it's been a month after they left Egypt and they were slaves and dropping, and no one can. And now they're free. Who's going to get us meal? We'll just go back to Egypt and be slaves. They were smote. They kind of dropped unalive on the spot suddenly for kvetching. God wasn't up in the heavens then like he is in the New Testament. The Old Testament, when they were leaving Egypt, literally, he wasn't in the clouds, his favorite form. His presence, his agency was was leaving with all the, when he was there with them running across the river, the sea, when he parted the sea. God was, come on, he was down there running with them to get through before the bad guys got them in those poor horses when he closed it back up. He wasn't up in heaven on his little throne. His agency was down, and he kept telling them, you are my people, and he was down there with them. Got it? See where I kind of got the idea later? He remembered that part, being down there with them, with his people, long before there was a church, before he knew he needed Jesus. Leave me a comment, I'd love to hear. Oh, yes, I would. Some of you, for the Soul Tribe Thought, you were saying that you were seeing colors and flashes of light. That was during the meditation. Twinkling, my twinkling, lovely stars. Some of you see very clear images of your angels standing before you. You didn't think I knew that. Now, the children of Israel, the people near to God, what did I just say? And a people highly privileged, he was down there with them, yet drawn into rebellion against him. We don't understand when you tell us we're your children, but we're free, but we're yours. It took them a little while to get it, but they did. You're becoming more sensitive to your angels and your ancestors by honing in on their presence. They are consistently around you. Your vibration matches their vibration in enough velocity that you notice it, kind of like right now, and it's pretty cool. Oh, how little honor God has in the toxic world. Now I need you to calm your mind and ask your higher self for the name of any tier or level of your guardian angels. Okay. Let the name be placed on your head. I know. If no name appears, they're allowing you to name them yourself. Now, someone who's very, very cold and cruel and toxic and childish, they only know to react with rage. After you refuse to give them the attention that they seek for their supply, for their validation, they feel that they deserve. You don't get to decide if it's too little or too much. There's no pleasing them. There's never going to be enough no matter what you do. So they lash out whenever someone contradicts them in something that they're saying or lying about. Every human has a guardian angel, a messenger just for you from God. Okay, I think we got, no mercy for the wicked. What HELA price is paid by world's evildoers? Question mark. That's going to be the title. So welcome to my channel, 5 Mirror Tarot. Naturally, I'll be sharing a channel message for you that's also blended with the tarot. This message is being channeled for entertainment purposes as well, so that you know how to show up as a soul family. That encompasses the entire collective consciousness to grow and move forward for our tribe's highest good. And what do we do every day? We release karma for the highest good collective. I trust that you don't want it to burden you. I trust that there's some information tucked away for you, and that's why you were attracted to the thumbnail or to the title. And the information is timeless, no matter when you click on and view the entire video. And maybe this was the perfect place needed for you to savor this reading and use it in a future higher timeline for you to move into. And I am so proud of the inner work that each one of you especially those that are still in the 5D. Oh yeah, but the one who's here, and I'm so happy that you come here and spend time with me. I owe you respect and gratitude for being here with me today. Now then, few bullies or narcissists are stupid. They're not stupid enough to not listen to, or they can hear, they can feel this, they can feel it in their bones. They feel that something's going to happen. All of them are twitchy. They're shaking. They look puny. They're usually arrogant, entitled little ass runes. But something in the air, this is that energy. I'm telling you, this is that energy. And the fairy can go about these tasks like protecting a home or a person or your pets. I feel that the fairy are giving off a profound and potent air, a strong vibration. And I feel that some fairies that you attracted to guard and protect your astral residence too. That's what I'm talking about. They're saying we will protect your astral residence too, but in the 3D you need to speak your truth. You need to do whatever your light work is or your calling. Maybe you don't identify with being a light worker or a earth angel or a galactic angel. You're a teacher, you're a doctor, you're a healer, you're a psychiatrist, a therapist, you're a cashier at the grocery store. Or you teach people what it is you know, and you help people feel better about their lives. You make them feel better just by being who you are. Keep doing that. But this is a protection. This is a warning. I'm not here to scare anybody. This is energy work now. This is quite the energy I feel. Where any intruder, like a stranger, you'll feel the energy shift. You'll get chills, hackles on the back of your neck. The hair on the back of your neck will stand up. You get a throbbing in the middle of your forehead. You get chill go up your spine, and you go investigate. Or you're a narcissist or bully. They're wishing or projecting harm onto you is what you're feeling. They figured out a way to do that, and I'm telling you, these dark energies assist them. They're going after all of you through the people around you. They can skip from people to people just to irritate you. Well, you show gratitude to the fairy energies. Those perpetrators, known or unknown, is what you're telling the fairy energies in your neck of the wood. They will immediately, those people will sense and be told pretty much instinctively in their own skin to back the F away from you. That's because we learned in the Dick Tracy comic strip that criminals are superstitious. It's true. If they get a feeling that they're not going to be able to pull off the heist, they'll run away because they're cowards. Now, I feel a message. These are energies that are described as from the Unseelie Court, like from Scotland. I identify the Unseelie energy as the same legends of spirits from Native American from my ancestors, because I'm part Native American and part Celtic. Yeah. So it fits the criteria of the Unseelie from all of the stories I've heard from my grandmothers and grandfathers that are Native American. Most of these are elemental of air, but they can hopscotch to any element because they are considered evil. by anybody's terms, even those up in I told you, the galactic angels that are coming in. These are evil polarities who did great battles up in the heavens. I told you the fairies have been here for a long time, since you know who got too big for his britches, the hubris, the pride before the fall, him. The fairies were here before he was. And the unseelie court ran from the Seelie court. They fell from grace and they joined that when he hit the earth and inherited the earth. The devil. Got it? They were here first. Then he and the fallen angels populated the domain that they were given at that time. So they, I feel, are giving light workers and other human beings, just ordinary ones in light. Well, they're never seen. The unseelie is never seen. Neither is the seelie. They're a presence, they're an energy. Just felt a major energy shift for the entire globe is what they showed me when I got this information. Oh my goodness. This energy is here from Halloween to Beltane. Now, since about 23, it used to be that the day after Halloween, the veil would go up, and by Beltane or May 1st, May Day, Walpurgis Nacht is the night before, the veil would start to come down so that it was really thin by Halloween. Since 23, roughly, there's no veil between the 3D and the 5D. There's no veil between any of them all the way up to 27 and infinitely. There is a reason for that, is what I'm telling you, is that energy has been here the whole time. Waiting for this to click in is what the fairies told me. Part of God's plan, who are we to ask? Ooh, God's plan. It's God's timing too, but it's not revelation. They were really firm on that. We're not in the book of Revelation, we're in the end times. Yeah, we will always be in the end times. Because we will. Until whatever he decides to do is done. Got it? So this energy is here from Halloween to Beltane. Many describe the unseelie as a huge black cloud of change for mankind. We're going through, that's why I won't let you turn on the news. That describes that energy right there. Don't turn on the news. That's how it will hook you into lowering your own vibration by being in fear. I told you we cope with mass media on this channel. Coping with mass media. Turn it off. Click it off. The seelie and the unseelie are an example of duality in paganism. The seelie are thoroughly good, the most heroic and beautiful fairies in Scotland, as it is in the Native American tradition. Got it? The coyote spirit is not harmless. The evil spirits and the trickster, you'd think that's harmless. No, it's not. Coyote spirit was never harmless. Contact with the unseelie is not advised. You didn't, in my culture, in Native American spirits, you didn't go over to areas that were blocked off, that you don't go in those areas. Like burial grounds that become haunted, or areas of the earth that are haunted by evil spirits. You don't set up camp there. Blair Witch Project teenagers. And they will not respect or respond to any evocation or pleas from humans. But they are energetically chomping at the bit right now. That's what they're riding on the wind. They're riding on the wind. So that the Seelie court now, those are the good. The she, the S-I-D-H-E is the she, is how you say that. Our blessed trooping fairies are the Seelie court. They're on the winds, all four winds. And they are sharing this channeled message. They have been heard, but not ever seen. Just like the unseelie, you don't see that dark energy. You feel it. You feel that evil. Well, you feel this is a huge host of light, but it's never seen. But you feel it. That is the white light that we use on my channel. And these are benevolent frequencies that are riding in the night air. The unseelie come in at night when it gets really scary in a haunted house. Those are unseelie vibrations. Now the Seelie Court interacts with humans. The queen of the Seelie Court right now is negotiating to remove a curse on mankind. That's what they told me. Now the Tower is the contract that the universe had with the earth is finished. The earth sent out an SOS, the Tower. She said to the rest of the universe in the solar system, because she's part of our solar system, that she needs help. She can't do it herself anymore. And the universe is responding to her. Got it? Screw us. We just get to lead and become our most authentic self to help her heal in order for her to achieve this goal, because we will all benefit. Everything's related and connected. This was her manifesting help from the rest of the universe. Extraterrestrial. This is for entertainment purposes only. But I'm in New Mexico. We have Roswell. And I was a member of MUFON. I don't care what you think. I wouldn't go with them because I don't go camping. But they took some pretty incredible pictures of stuff when they went camping. And we'd bring them back to our MUFON meetings, so there. And they would go and camp outside of Roswell. Special places that they would see sightings all the time. So, got it? This is for entertainment purposes only. The Earth's contract is up. She doesn't care about us. The Earth is going after her most authentic self right now. She doesn't care about us. We didn't care about her. Now then, this is the Earth getting her justice. Get down there. Now then, this whole time since, I'm going to pick Coptic. That's before. That's our real origins in theology and religion. Real root is Coptic. Got it? These energies have been hiding in the moon and the sun in other dimensions. They've been there the whole time. And now they are, it's like hatching out. Those that, if you're a light worker or not, or whatever you associate with, right now, there's whole waves of them are waking up, energy-wise. And their light workers are hearing the calling and they're responding. That's why I keep telling you in the 5D is what I see. That's where our soul family is. That it'll eventually trickle down into the 3 dimension, don't you worry. We'll get a lovely soul family in the 3D world, and we'll have a fun time. But they said this was twin flames that had to come back. And this energy that I'm picking up now, we've been picking up on twin for 3 frickin' years. We couldn't figure out what it meant. This is what it meant. These are twin flames coming full circle from aeons ago. That this was their mission. There's human beings or whatever beings they were in other dimensions and lifetimes, got it? A very long time ago. They don't wear watches like we do. We're primitive. Got it? They can fold time. We don't even understand E = mc squared by the skin of our teeth. But it's being activated now. So, the human race needs to become authentic like the earth is doing for herself. The moon used to be part of the earth, literally. Google it. It's separated. It didn't just poof, I'm the moon. It used to be part of the earth. And it got separated from us, from an event in space. Got it? This is the best reading I've ever had in my entire life. Now then. Universe has to balance out the scales because humankind just can't. So it's coming in to save the earth. We live on it like little bugs crawling on the surface of her. We're an infestation almost. And so she's been trying to heal herself and couldn't. She asked for help. So spiritually, we're supposed to ask for help and go inward and keep trying to become each human your higher self every day more and more. Is what the fairies told me. This is what I mean. This is big. That's God's truth. Being able to see things seen and unseen in the invisible world and in the seen world we live in, the mundane world. There's no veil in between. There's no separation between us. You're going to see and feel the presence and agency of loved ones. Some of you are going to see ghosts. Got it? You get those children out of the room. I told you this for entertainment. Get the children out of the room. But this is what the fairy realm told me is going on. The contract with the earth and the rest of the universe. Her contract is over. She's free. These are all the elements. This is in my deck, the universe card. There's the sun. They've been hiding in the rays of the sun and the moon that bathe our planet, the earth. So that they've been engineering and doing stuff all this time. Well, now it's go time. It was a dress rehearsal before when they came in and did this before. And I'm telling you, instead of the sinners being drowned to do the Noah's Ark story, energy-wise, they're doing this spiritual warfare in other dimensions. This is the universe coming in with all four elements to assist the earth. So that she doesn't, I don't know. They said that we get a new earth. That would be energy-wise, whatever happens in the infinite other dimensions, especially the 5 and the 7 and the 8 and the 9, 10D, all of it, all the way up into infinity. This is a big deal. She's not going to negotiate a new contract. She said because human beings just are not mature enough or evolved enough, she said, yet. Yeah, so see, she's got some hope for us. If she can find her most authentic self, then so can we, because we live on the earth. She grounds us when we are ungrounded. We stand barefoot in the earth and our little bodies become grounded, literally, energy-wise. I'm not a doctor. I'm an energy worker. But whole planet as a whole is being judged to humans. Just humans. That's all that happened here. We couldn't make the cut. We were 4H. And so they're going to come in, and if they can heal her, then we fall into place. Got it? I feel glory and honors above. The veil is gone. There's no separation between the 3D and the 5D. So manifestation will be quicksilver, mercurial. See? There's our hope. There are narcissistic who cower in abject terror right now. They can see what's a-coming, and something's already starting to vex and pull at their energy. They do not like it. They're being pulled off their own square by their past manipulations and karma, bad, that they didn't do the work. They didn't do the work. People on earth who are in the 5D are apoplectic. They're causing them to cower, to panic in the 5D. They cannot shield themselves from the unseelie court on the earth in the 3D. So they're having supernatural things happening to them. The Seelie doesn't care. They're terrorizing. They don't like humans anyway. So they team up with these demonic attachments and be flinging them like a slingshot and attaching them to scrubs coming out of the booby bar. You still go to those bars? The booby bars. I can't say the word. It starts with a T, unless I talk about a titmouse. The Titmouse Club, that's right. Thank you, Holy Spirit, that was funny. You're protected. The unseelie aren't hunting you, collective. The universe has a contract with the earth and it's over. The earth is free to heal herself. She isn't negotiating squat. She's free. She controls the heavens themselves, not just what's in our stratosphere. Got it? She's part of the solar system. That means the earth has some territory out in space is tied to the earth, right? It's beyond her stratosphere. Not just our climate on her surface. She's part of the solar system on a gargantuan level. The unseelie cord is piercing gravity and gravitational pull. That means they're reaching way up, where we send our prayers to the divine. They're reaching up. They're riding coattails of our good prayers just to go out there and be able to mess with stuff. The energy is piercing the heavens and space, where the atmosphere is cold but troubled by these frequencies. They're jamming. This is like a roiling energetic storm of clouds out there in space. This is that energy. This is the corrupt narcissistic souls on the earth. This is all that stuff collecting up there in the ethers, because they're going to do something with that, they think. The corrupt narcissistic souls, in the midst of their greed and avarice and apathy on earth, are thrown about. They are banned and burned. They don't have any protection. They're burned by sudden, on earth, public shaming. All of them in your personal niche of the wood. You turn on the TV, all these, we don't care about that. But in your niche of the wood, you do. This is karmic justice. For the earth is being restored. She's being refreshed. Gratitude and praise. The unseelie vibe. Meddling, narcissistic. Crossed a line. Tampering. Meddling in your world. Getting in your beeswax. Your energy is rewired to become helpful at fixing, to create or maintain order. In the midst of narcissism, chaos and drama, you're not doing it. You like to fix things in your universe. You tidy up and get rid of the negative energy that never serves you anyway. Someone narcissistic somewhere is meddling uninvited. Yeah, I know. That resonated with me too. They cannot untangle the toxic web that they've woven of confusion. So they keep creating disorder, and they're not getting away with it. No. The Queen of Bedlam. This one, I don't know if I can show it to you. The Queen of Bedlam. rapture, ecstasy, consistent motivation. There is nowhere to stand outside of family unity. So look at all that's going on around you, and you keep marveling in bliss-filled authenticity. Be your most authentic self. The earth song is deep and slow. She needs to heal. You feel well again, better than good. You feel absolutely fabulous. This energy, it flows through you. You recognize the sacred nature of your own being. I'm so proud of you. That's the bona fide statement of fact. It's not a theory about faith. You embody faith and trust in your higher self and in your own skin. You work in tandem. You are inspired to grow, to become whatever you can to maintain the positive potential, being in searches of joy. You gradually learn to transform your feelings. This too shall pass. All of the joys and all of the sorrows, they balance out. Live it and let it pass. So tomorrow's the bringer of new life. And leaves of shadow. There she is. Leaves of shadows. That one? I'm sorry. Oh yeah, this is an important one. You work through human hands to help those in need develop true self-respect and gain self-esteem. Some of you, this is your calling, what you do. Some of you, this is what you're going to do. This is the release of the shadows, taking on adversity, and how did you handle adversity, and how would you tell someone else or tell your story in order to help another person make their own decisions like you did, to heal a lot of the painful shadow, addictions, bondage, self-esteem. The narcissist is paying for their multiple sins. Social workers, therapists, healers, and all others who try to help out alcoholics and drug or other substance addictions, all are souls in the darkness at the merciless beck and call of their own inner shadows. And you step in and inspire them to be their most authentic self. You help a damaged soul heal themselves by free will. There's someone in this collective who's ready to climb out of that fresh hell collective. It could be you I'm talking about. Or you've already gone through fresh hell. You've gone through addiction to the point where you're strong enough that you can share your story and help another person, another portion in this collective even. These are addictions. These are people who are even abused by those who should have been protecting them but didn't, and so they're wounded. So you telling about how you found your most authentic self and went inward, that you were able to figure out in your own way how to transmute your own pain and teach them how to transmute their pain in their own way, then there you've helped someone. Some of you are out in dark places. Some of you are out in dangerous streets, literally lending a helping hand for the homeless and the hopeless. The ones everyone in their life has given up on them because they do not fit the criteria for safety nets to get any real help. And then here you come and you just say, and be who you are authentically, and your light and your aura touched them in such a way that they were able to love themselves enough and to start to heal. It started with them going within and appreciating their own worth, even if they drank too much or did drugs and made a mistake. You showed them that they aren't lost by listening. Because some of you are right to hesitate. Where's it, Indy? Right here. You're right to hesitate. Someone doesn't have all the information to make an informed decision for some of you, and neither do you. Neither of you have that information. So hesitate while you question and then find out more before you make a decision. Caution is appropriate. Don't get twitchy. Learn more while using your discernment. Chill out. Consider very well before you make promises about this decision. Okay. We have to cover her up. Queen of Bedlam. No, that's you, release. You're able to release. And in its place. Indy sometimes can be indecision. But this is saying upside down that wait, be patient, get all the information before you make this decision, because it could cause delays or stress. Delays coming through you stressing over a specific outcome by a specific time, or you would like it now, and that's just going to cause delay. I know it. Now, the challenge. Whatever they are coming at you for, they're the ones who look bad, not you. You're getting them on the right track with resources. So they can put their money where their mouth is. This is family or friend or someone at work. Maybe your intimate partner. Maybe it's your child. Maybe it's your best friend. Or whatever your hobby is. Someone that you have to deal with. Whatever spell work they were doing didn't work for your karmic. Some of you, sir, this is your karmic that you had to scrape off of your shoe. I know, did that sound judgmental and bitter? She won't take responsibility for still trying to latch on to your energy. She wants you in a place of desperation just to control you. How can you learn to be still and tame to your inner core with her jinn and everything up around you? Become more quiet within yourself so that you don't join into this debauchery. She's trying to hook you, psychically hook you in, trying to bait you. Don't you fall for this. Become more peaceful in their face, to their face. Be your higher self on steroids. Listen to your intuition. This person has addictions to resolve. She's addicted to you, sir. She's addicted to torturing you, wasting your time, jamming you up. Do not doubt your subtle senses that are telling you what I just told you is true. What is your hunch about this connection with this person? How are you? You need to take it to a higher power, and then I would call in Saint Michael to help you. Help me bring closure to this relationship so that she and anything else and all my relationships, going back to that first person that kissed me in the first grade, everyone that came up to me, I bring closure to all of those relationships so that you don't keep reliving that same stuff over and over and over again with this person that you are with. You want it to stop. You go inward and you ask for help. You give St. Michael permission to bring closure, to show you how to bring closure for real, and then thank him for it. Piper. The piper and the and the pan. The challenge, the piper, and the pan. This is the masculine being to make decisions, and you're very grounded in making those decisions. That's the challenge in the past because you weren't grounded. The piper, sometimes either to seduce someone into being helped, would be tied to working with soothing addictions. Any kind of addiction. You can be addicted to chocolate. It doesn't always have to be, it could be some food. It could be, I got addicted to counted cross stitch when I was younger. I would do counted cross stitch until my eyes went all wonky, and my fingers would bleed from being pricked. And it's a dull needle for counted cross. There's no point on it. But I was just addicted to counted cross stitch and embroidery floss, of all things. The crone. Oh, here she is. Selfish, rude narcissist. They prayed to God and to the divine to save them from the karma that they're being swallowed alive in. No more of your truth. Exploration for you. Go inward. They're broken. They must get the pain out, and they won't do it, and it's not your job to do it. You owe protection to someone, like a child or an old person. Go do that. And you're in a deep, committed relationship, that it's not your toxic person. It could just be you in your own skin, but I think it's someone on the outside. You become a preserver of your own natural inner world, and you love to keep its balance. And so the crone embodies the karmic burned bridges with your divine masculine miss. Or sir, there's no intero, there's no. Her behavior is opportunistic and self-centered, inconsiderate, childishness, immature. This person is pure south node lazy, dilly-dally, unrealistic notions, reject change while stuck facing the unknown all the time. They don't do love very well. And this one, and this one. Can we look at these? Yes, these are safe. I got what you want. You use polite requests. You use gentle persuasion. And then you welcome what you want in that way, with a gentle touch. The shadow of the past. You can't be bribed or tempted anymore. You don't have to be all sweetness and light with this jealous bully, with these people whose smiles don't meet their eyes. They come at you with smiles and then talk behind your back. And some of them hate your guts collectively because you're just so delightful, and they aren't. Their plans fell through. Now gossip is, people are tired of it. Vicious gossip about you, and no one wants to hear it because it's crap. It keeps rearing its ugly head in this toxic relationship, and no one wants to deal with this person. They're isolating themselves. You scatter your blessings. You set them loose on their needed path to culminate more stability and joy and bring it back to you. Thanking you, the universe. You need to thank the universe for the positive feedback. And the fairy godmother, Sari the fairy. Allowing yourself, turning yourself loose to learn and discover more about who you really truly are, and go deeper still. And you think you've just reached as deep as you can go, and then you find another venue that goes in pretty deep. Now this person is twisted. The manipulation is aimed at more and more manipulation, control, and dominance to seduce you into something that goes against your best interest or your ethics. You are in control. You are moving forward more and more without them to claim your new destiny. And they're not entitled to tag along for that. The fairy said that if the Lionsgate portal this year, when Earth's contract ran out, kind of nowish, well, the Lionsgate portal is literally a cosmic alignment, because it is. Hold on. Thank you, Holy Spirit. The fairies are saying how the planet Earth has a soul, and the Earth's contract with the galactic
powers that be? Well, those are galactic angels from other dimensions and timelines that go back way, see that ancient wisdom and knowledge and societies and cultures. And they are here to take names and kick ass on this energy on our earth that's screwing everything up on all levels, because it is. The levels of narcissism that make the devil blush. And these angels are everywhere, tidying up some pretty vast, nasty crap caused by the effed in the head men that have always done this. They've always done this, every generation of them. They curse themselves, and enough. The earth has had it to correct this shit for the planet's sake. F humankind for now. Humankind needs to save face with God's universe. He'll deal with us later. This is God's universe, has a bone to pick with the human race. They must balance this shit out now. The earth needs humans to see ourselves as a separate form of the earth. We're not separate from it. That's what this is over here. Too many people need to manifest real self-love to create real self-confidence. Too many refuse to believe in themselves. This energy implies that the humans must learn to be yourself. This energy kicked in. This is an urge to honor your truth continually, day in and day out. Then you fulfill your own needs. You use constructive thinking. You stay out of the weeds of your past hang-ups and baggage. You be aligned with the here and now. You just keep being present in order to claim your agency. You plan future goals without a need to overthink or stress about attachments to any outcome, be it for good or bad. You just know it's going to be and keep going forward. No attachment to outcomes either way means that you don't create delay and you can't be disappointed. Because if you're you're attached to an outcome, you're either worried about something in the past didn't work, it's going to stress you out, or I have an attachment to this outcome, when's it going to come, and you're creating delay that way. Don't you do it. Now then.
The crone would be ancient wisdom. Universal ancient wisdom is coming into play in order to correct this energy glitch, the shadows of the past. They haven't had to come in eons. It hasn't been where they came in and did this before, where the twin flames came in back in the day, like for Passover. That was supernatural. If you didn't do a specific thing, the firstborn, that little fog, the scariest part of that movie with Charlton Heston as Moses, was that fog that did what they said it was going to do. That kind of energy. Now this is the getting our poop together and expressing yourself and being yourself and down to earth. And this is Sari the fairy, is the fairy godmother energy. That we were allowed to do what we did, but the earth said that she can't take anymore. She needs a fairy, bibbidi bobbidi boo. The earth needs her fairy godmother to come swoop in galactically and cosmically and universally, come in and help her be refreshed. Now then. This is the wild card, isn't it? Now this one, I will cover up his. This is that energy. This is that energy. This is the fairies that came to me. This card flew out, and everything I just shared with you for this whole reading came from this one card, which I have to cover up because we're on YouTube. Okay, but the energy of that card is this. the feminine energies on earth and the masculine energies on earth, predominantly narcissistic, feminine, distorted masculine, distorted feminine. And the earth couldn't turn it around. Her heart, her lion heart, she couldn't break through the blockbuster would be the orange, to break through all of the anger over what's happening to her life condition, that nobody is accepting the earth as her original organic self. She couldn't do it anymore because of the greedy humans that are destroying the earth with their greed and avarice forever, not just this bunch. It's all of them that started it. And it's in the 21st century, 2025, I guess, that the universe is settling the score now, the same way they did. These are twin flames, energy that did what they were supposed to do back in the day, and then they had to come in back during the Pharaoh's time, which is the same energy that's here now, in order to fix it like they did during Exodus. Got it? For our evolution as little human beings. This is the 8-8 Lionsgate. Going from an 8 to a 9. And to manifest. Universe is manifesting. We can't do it. All we have to do is put our money where our mouth is. Everything's out on the table. Be your own authentic self. Teach your children to be their most authentic self. Get everyone being accepted for who you really are and how you are. And through your heart chakra, because if it's through your ego and your head, you're going to get burned by this energy. If you're in your heart space and love yourself shamelessly, unconditionally love yourself, you will attract in love that is unconditional. What we are getting that's not working is nobody has self-esteem. Nobody knows who they are really on the inside. So the love that you're attracting from your own children, your own spouse, even if it's really good, it's always conditional. It's always judgmental. When you love yourself, if they come to you with that, it'll repel them until they come to you with kindness and unconditional love, and they're trying to be the best authentic selves they can be so they can be in your company. That's coming from heart space, not egos. Ego is, well, I don't love you today because you pissed me off. Even your children see that, and the grown-ups, and learn how to do that. That's what we're trying to stop to save the earth today. So, got it? Now here. We did this to ourselves, and so the universe has to come in and help the earth. Once she knows her most authentic self, those will fall away. She'll be able to see what to do. This is the 8-8 Lionsgate portal. This is the change that needs to come in. Going from the 8 of Swords, which is grim, to the everything's balanced out completely on the earth. Look how serene she is. That's her being her most authentic self, and then we get to live on her surface. Well, for me, this is pretty good. So, well, collective, I really appreciate. I can't wait for us to do the next reading because I'm having such a good time. I owe you a debt of gratitude. So remember, these are timeless readings. No matter when you click on and view the entire video, hit the thumbs up. Please hit all notifications on your notification bell so you know I'm going to upload a video every day, because I just will, because I have fun doing this. So I want you to go out there, and I want you to have a really great day.